something. If you could go back in time and change 3 things about how you approached your real estate business, what would that be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I probably would have hired an assistant much sooner than I did. That was a big game changer.
Was that a big change?
It was. It helped me on all different levels, professional level, family level, because it just gave me more time to focus on the things that I need to focus on.
Sure.
So I definitely would have done that.
Do you think most agents have an assistant at this point, or?
I think anybody who is doing a higher volume of business probably does.
How much volume do you think you need to do to start thinking about adding an assistant?
I would say when you're hitting that 4.5, 5 million consistently, it's time.
Time to hire somebody.
It's time. And you got to remember too, that also depends on your price point. You know, if you can hit 5 million and sell 10 homes.
Right.
Well, more than 10, but
Right.
or you can hit 5 million and sell 40 or 50 homes. It just depends on what the price point is. Well, it's a lot more work.
Well, that's a problem living in Dayton, Ohio.
That is a problem in Dayton, Ohio.
Because I can tell you our average loan size compared to the national average, and your probably average sales price compared to the national average, we are on the absolute low end. We work hard for what we do.
My real estate coach is out of Pennsylvania.
You have a coach?
I do.
I have a coach too.
I do. So that was going to be another thing I was going to say. Was a big change. We'll come back to that. But you know, he's all the time having to remind me, because I tend to compare myself to some of the other people that are in the coaching with me. There's like 6 of us in this group coaching, and then we do one-on-one. But they're all in higher price point markets. They're in Naples, Florida. They're in Philadelphia. They're in New York. You know, and they're getting 500,000 homes all the time, and here I come with my 200,000-300,000, which is huge for this market.
Right.
And I feel like small potatoes, but you know, but that's what our market is.
Well, there's loan officers that do similar volume or similar units to me, but have twice the volume, so their income is double. And so their service levels, they can afford to hire more help and you know, just have more support.
Right.
We can't do that here. I mean, we've got to work on thinner margins and make it work with what we have.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So then you mentioned something about a coach.
Yeah, I have a great coach. I started coaching about 3 years ago. And like I said, there's a group component to it, and then we do some one-on-one stuff. And that's been, he's wonderful. He has pointed out some things to me that I didn't realize about myself and the way I was doing business, and he's been just really phenomenal to, you know, give me suggestions and remind me when I've done well, and also remind me when I need to step it up a little bit.
Do you know what I find I hired a coach a few years back as well, which was a game changer. One reason is for accountability purposes, because when I don't do the things I said I was going to do and I have to have that call, I cringe.
I do too.
And she never yells at me, but I still feel like she's gonna.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I feel like a lot of the ideas really come from me, but she pulls those ideas out, right? She just gets me thinking, and that's where, you know, some of those best ideas come from.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been talking about growing the team a little bit, adding a buyer's agent or something along those lines, and I'm terrified to do it.
Well, it's a leap of faith, right?
It is a leap of faith, but my coach is like, you got to do it. It's time. It's time. Go, do it. Yeah.
It's funny because I was one of the first loan officers to do a team. I mean, realtors have been doing teams for years.
Right.
Loan officers not so much, and I did that a few years back. And then now here at Thrive, it's funny. It's not funny. It's great. Almost every loan officer that's here is growing a team.
That's pretty neat.
And it's great to watch their growth.
Right.
And you know, service levels increase when you have a team, because when you're just one person, you can't be everywhere at all times.
It's hard to do all of those tasks really good.
Yeah.
It really is.
So yeah, it certainly is a great route to go.
Yeah.